Ramu was a poor woodcutter. He lived in a small hut near a very large forest. Every day he worked very hard. He cut wood with his axe and sold it at the market. He earned just enough to live, but Ramu was always honest. Ramu had a loving family. They depended on his work. He was a kind, good man. He never complained about life. He found joy in simple things like the sun on his face or the birds singing sweetly. He was happy with his lot. Ramu had only one axe. It was an old iron axe. The handle was worn smooth and the blade was often dull, but it was precious to him. Without it, he could not work. He sharpened it each morning. It was his trusted companion. One bright morning, Ramu went out. He walked towards the deep forest. He chose a spot near the river. A large tree stood waiting there. Ramu began to chop the wood. He swung his axe with might. The sound echoed through trees. He worked steadily and patiently. The sun climbed high above. Ramu's hands became quite sweaty. He swung his old axe hard. Suddenly the axe slipped out. It flew from his tired grasp. It spun once in the air, then, splash, it fell in the river. The deep water swallowed it. Ramu stared at the water. His heart sank down low. His only axe was now gone. How could he cut wood now? How would he feed his family? Tears welled up in his eyes. He felt completely helpless. A great sadness filled him. He sat by the river's edge. He had no money at all. He could not buy a new axe. The future seemed very dark. He did not know what to do. He closed his eyes and prayed. He hoped for some kind of help. He wished for a small miracle. Suddenly, the river water shimmered. A soft, warm light appeared. A beautiful fairy rose up. She floated above the water. Her dress shone like pearls. Her eyes were kind and gentle. She had a very sweet smile. Ramu watched in pure amazement. The fairy spoke in a soft voice. "Good woodcutter, why do you weep?" Ramu was very surprised then, but he told her his sad story. He told her about his lost axe. He explained it was his only one. He said he was very poor. He did not hide his great worry. The kind fairy listened well. She nodded her head slowly. "Do not worry," she said softly. "I will try to help you now." She dived deep into the river. Soon she came up again. She held a beautiful golden axe. It shone brightly in the sunlight. "Is this your axe?" she asked. She showed Ramu the gold axe. Ramu looked at it closely. It was truly magnificent. It was worth so much money. But Ramu was an honest man. "No, kind fairy," Ramu said, "that shiny axe is not mine." The fairy smiled a little bit. She seemed pleased with his words. She dived into the river once more. This time she brought a silver axe. It gleamed under the bright sun. It was also very beautiful. "Perhaps this one is yours?" she asked. She held it out to Ramu. Ramu looked at the silver axe. It was also very valuable. It could make him quite rich. But Ramu did not hesitate. He knew he must be truthful. "No, dear fairy," he replied. "That silver axe is not mine. My axe is old and iron." The fairy's smile grew much wider. She was very happy with Ramu. She dived down a third time. She came up with his old axe. It was his own iron axe. Ramu's face lit up with joy. "Yes, that is my axe," he cried. "You are a very honest man," the kind fairy said to Ramu. "You did not lie to me. You told the truth each time, even when tempted by riches. For your great honesty, I reward you. You shall have all 3 axes, the gold, the silver, and your own." Ramu was filled with great joy. He thanked the fairy many times. He took the 3 axes home. He continued his simple, humble life. He used his iron axe for work. He used the other riches wisely. He always remembered the fairy's lesson. Honesty is always rewarded.